Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and a little demo of the brand new concealer from NYX Cosmetics, which is the Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. This follows on from their Born to Glow foundation, which for those of you who have followed me for a while, thank you firstly. And secondly, you would know that the Born to Glow foundation is a holy grail of mine. I absolutely love it. I've done a review of it. Please check it out. The shade that I used in that video was Beige, but since I've been using acids and because I've not been in any sun, because it's winter, it's too dark for me now, and I'm actually using the shade called True Beige, which is what I'm using on my face right now, and that is the same color that I have bought in the concealer, which is described as a nude with warm undertones, which is perfect for me. It's very brightening under the eyes, but not too much that makes me look ghastly. It works really nicely with the foundation of the same color. So this comes in 24 shades altogether, which is great. NYX generally has a very large variety of concealers and foundations, and it retails at £9. Altogether there is 5.3 mil in here, which is not that much, but considering it's £9, it's not too bad. I'm just going to show to you up close what it looks like, because it is one of those things which I do have to show you up close. You'll understand why in a minute. So to first look at it, you're like, oh, it's in a nice squeezy tube, nice and easy to use. Then you open it, and it's got this hideous puff on the end. You guys, this is actually something I'm going to downgrade it by a point because of this. You squeeze at it and then it comes out in bits and pieces from the inside. You can't control the amount that comes out as well. And considering I've only used it a couple of times, look at the inside of the tube. It's completely filthy and messy, and that's because once you've done using this, you've obviously got to put it back inside, and it gets really messy very quickly. I would have preferred if they just had a standard doe foot applicator. I really find that this was completely unnecessary. Like, I've literally not had it that long. I've had it a couple of days and it's messy and grubby around the edges. And because you're squeezing it and waiting for the stuff to come out, it kind of comes out around the sides. Now, that does not affect the way that it applies to the eyes. It's up to you. You can dab it on, you can swipe it on, it's up to you. But it's just very messy. And what happens is, let's say, like me, you've got a couple of concealers at home and you tend to use a few. You don't really use the same one every single day, because I know I don't. What will happen is this starts to dry, and then it starts to kind of congeal on it. And you have to squeeze it really hard to get it to kind of unblock those little holes, and then you end up squeezing way too much, and then again wastage happens. So because of that, I'm gonna have to give this a 9 out of 10, whereas if it did not have that stupid sponge tip on it, it would have got a straight 10, because I would really say that this is an excellent concealer. I'm not surprised, because the Born to Glow foundation was so amazing, and this is exactly the same as that in terms of its concealer counterpart. Now let me just read to you what they say from their website. Carefully collaborated to match our Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation, NYX Professional Makeup Born to Glow Radiant Concealer will give you instantly brighter eyes in a puff. This micro pearl infused radiant concealer covers up blemishes, yes it does, blurs imperfections, definitely, and boosts radiance. I'm not sure about that. Also great as a contour concealer, the built-in puff blender allows for quick, precise, no-fuss application and lets you dab, blend and glow on the go. So the reason why they say that is that they actually want you, the way that they've made it anyway, is that they want you to be able to apply this, then blend it out with this as well. I don't think that that's possible. You really need a beauty blender to blend it out, or your fingers, or a brush, because if you use this, you're just basically just moving the product around, not actually really able to dab it in and settle it into the skin. Now, I have found that this stays perfectly fine up until I remove my makeup. So I can't even say that it works well up to 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, because I've worn it 16 to 18 hours plus. It has not moved, it has not creased, it has not smudged, it has not faded. It looks fresh the same way it did when I first applied it. Now, you do definitely have to set this with powder, as you would do with all concealers, because as they are creamy, they can move around and start to get oily. So make sure that if you are using this under your eyes in particular, which is where I've used it, I generally tend to not use concealers on my face because I prefer the foundation to be able to do that. But honestly, this is absolutely excellent. The texture of it is fairly runny-ish, because it has to be in order for it to get through those little holes within the puff. But once you start to blend it, it's very easy to blend. It's not creamy and thick. and that is probably because it is a medium to full buildable coverage concealer. Now it still covers my dark under eye circles. I don't have to go in with more than one layer at all, and then it blends out beautifully, but you do have to set it quickly because otherwise it will start to crease. But overall, I'm very, very happy with this product. Again, like I said already, I don't like the puff that it has. If it didn't have that, it would have got a 10. For £9, again, I can't complain. It's an absolutely excellent concealer, and I'm really happy that I got it. Just trying to smell it. It's got like a chemically scent, but nothing really overpowering. Nothing that, unless you go like this, you don't have to worry about it. It's not like Huda Beauty's ones, which are like overly perfumed. It's just got your typical chemically kind of scent that a lot of makeup tends to have when it's not had any perfume added to it. Yes, I'm not sure what else I can say about this other than to rave about it even more. This is something that a lot of you would love to have. This is something that a lot of you would love if you love concealers and you're on the market for something new, but you don't want something too pricey, you want something a lot more affordable. These days in the 2000s, I mean, concealers are all over the place. We don't have to worry so much nowadays of having 3 or 4 shades. 24 shades is absolutely amazing. They're mixed up with undertones from cool to neutral to warm, as well as for different skin types as well. Whether you've got dry skin, whether you've got normal combination skin like I have, or oily skin, this would still work perfectly well on you in terms of on the under eyes and on the face. Even the areas where I used it, my nose, my chin and my forehead, it doesn't tend to separate or move around as long as I have set it. So that's it, a short quick review. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.